We're here at Canada's Wonderland in Vaughan, which is just right outside of Toronto. This is our second day. We came over yesterday, but didn't record. We've had a lot of fun here on the first day. Blake and I were able to get all but 2 of the coaster credits, and so this morning we'll be going to complete that. So we're really looking forward to it. Overall, this is a great park, good collection of rides, especially rides for the younger kids. The younger kids are able to ride a ton of the rides in here, probably the most of any park, especially Colin. Colin could ride maybe 8 coasters here yesterday, maybe less, I don't know. But it was still a really good time and lots to do. We're here 30 minutes before the opening of Canada's Wonderland, and there's already a good crowd, a ton of cars out in the parking lot. There's buses. I don't know if there's mass transit or something that comes close, but there are a ton of people already here. Yesterday was a Tuesday and it was completely packed, and so we're expecting today to be just as packed. Here is the glorious mountain here at Canada's Wonderland. It is really cool. The waterfalls, such an awesome thing to see when you walk in. We are making our way to Yukon Striker as the first ride of the day. Blake, what are you expecting to see from Yukon Striker?
Probably the best dive coaster of the 3 that I've ridden: SheiKra, Valravn, and this would be the 3rd.
Up here is Wonder Mountain's Guardian. This was our first ride here at Canada's Wonderland yesterday. It is a roller coaster / dark ride, shooting ride. It was really fun. It's got a surprise in it. I'm not going to spoil it, but it was fun. We enjoyed it, but it does get a really long line because it's a really, really low capacity ride, because about half the seats on the trains were down because the guns weren't working. I'm still making our way down to Yukon Striker, but here is Skyhawk, one of their unique rides that I haven't seen other places. That thing looks really cool. I'm gonna have to try that out later. Of course, you have the Windseeker. The Windseeker wasn't open at all yesterday. They tested it a few times, but we never saw it go up with people, so it's pretty typical for a Windseeker. Here is Yukon Striker, the new attraction for 2019. A B&M dive coaster, the tallest of the dive coasters, and from what we've heard, the best. Really looking forward to trying this thing out. This is the pre-opening line for Yukon Striker. I'm not sure exactly how far up it goes, but we obviously did not get here quite as early as we thought we were. Hopefully we'll still get an early ride in, because that line doesn't go very far up there at all, because there's nobody in the station yet. So we waited in line at Yukon Striker at park opening, and they told us that it was going to be a while before it opened, but then we went and looked, and there's not even any trains loaded on the track right now. So we think it could be a while, so we're going to go to Leviathan. Also integrated in with Wonder Mountain is Vortex, a aero suspended coaster. It was a lot more intense than Iron Dragon was at Cedar Point. It was a lot more banging. Should I be concerned that the Skyjack is color coordinated and also has the Fly's logo. This park really is beautiful. I love all the evergreens that are all over. It's got a great feel to it. Coming up here on our way to Leviathan, we're going to pass by the Bat. It's a Vekoma Boomerang. Not the worst boomerang I've ever been on, but certainly not the best. The best would be at Worlds of Fun. But I like the red colors. Not sure how that really flies in with the bat theme, but oh well, it's still really a decent boomerang. And the kids had a fun time. Lucy, did you enjoy the bat?
Yeah.
So here's the funnel cake place. It appears to not really open until like 5:30, and then after that it had like an hour line all day. We're gonna try and position ourselves to be able to watch it and get in there because they had some really delicious funnel cake creations. Over here was Wild Beast or Wildebeest or whatever you want to call it. That is a wooden coaster and it was rough. It beat me up. Won't be riding that again. Up here is Leviathan, the first B&M Giga Coaster. Some people say the best. I don't think that they're right, but it is a great coaster. Here we have Behemoth, a B&M Hypercoaster. This thing is fantastic. Honestly, I'm a little torn between what's better, this or Leviathan. Blake actually easily chooses this, but I don't know. I think I prefer Leviathan, but this is a fantastic coaster. My only complaint would be that it has an awful lot of trims. I know people call Intimidator, but to me this thing had just as many trims as Intimidator did, so I don't know. Mia and Lucy are all locked and loaded on Skyhawk. They're ready to fly. They are off. What am I letting my sweet girls do? So these things are like an elevated version of the gliders that everyone seems to love to do. You can get yourself going completely upside down. You can do all kinds of crazy things in these if you know how to use them. So Mrs. Looper, aka Carolyn, is on this train. And I think if you listen, you can hear her screams.